Welcome to the CAIRS app. This is a very short session to show you how to create and modify plans. So very simple. The very first thing you need to do obviously is select the client that you're working with. We've only got one client in here, and that client is actually myself. If you've been following along, you'll know that as an advisor, you're also a client to yourself. So it just makes it a little bit simpler for us to work. So we don't actually have to, we're just simulating a client. So it's very simple. Click on Client Plan. And you'll see inside here, if you've got no plans, there's nothing to view here. And that's exactly what we expect by default. So there's a couple of options. The first is AI, whether it's enabled or not. This is generally enabled within the settings, or you have the ability to enable or disable this here. If you click disable, then you're going to be generating a plan manually. Let me show you what that means. A plan is basically a series of sessions. As an overview, think of it as like a table of contents for all the sessions you're going to do with your client. And each new line is a new session. That's how the application defines a new session. So let's do it. Session 1 is overview of credit scores. Session 2 is going to be finding your credit score. And maybe session 3 is going to be so that could be the 3 sessions that I want to do. Now we get a couple of options here. If you have a look, there's a little override session detail button here. You'll see what that is in a second. We're just simply going to save this. So there's no AI involved here. We're just going to hit save. And once we've hit save, we've now created a plan. If I go back into it, there's a plan. It's very simple. There's nothing to see here. But what have we actually done is we've created 3 sessions. If you look in here, you'll see session 1 is the overview of credit scores. And session 2 is finding your credit score and what it should be. And session 3 is how to repair your credit score. And there's no session 4 currently planned. Fair enough. Now we're going to go into this particular session notes area in more detail in the next session. But I also want to show you a second way you can do this. So if we go into here and I just say AI enabled is true, then I just choose the number of sessions I want to generate. So let's do 3 sessions again. And again, I choose if I want to override the session detail, which for now we're just going to ignore. And I'm going to generate a new plan. If I generate a new plan, it's going to overwrite this one using AI. So all right, so it went to AI. It knows what kind of an advisor I am. It knows a little bit about my client. It knows very little because obviously I've filled very little out if you've watched my other sessions based on the forms and so on. But that doesn't matter. It knows a lot about me. And it's actually gone through and created 3 sessions for me. I didn't have to do anything here. And if we hit close, you'll see in the sessions app, I now have 3 sessions. There we go, session 1, 2, and 3. In the next session, I'm going to show you how session detail works and how to overwrite it. Thank you for following and watching.